The transport and logistics sector must become one of the main drivers of Kazakhstan's economy. But to achieve that, a number of key challenges must first be addressed. Our top priority is to successfully implement major railway projects along the routes of Dostyk-Moyynty, Bakhti-Ayagos and Darbaza-Makhtar-Rao. This will lead to increased cargo traffic from China to Europe, faster logistics processes, and as a result, higher trade volumes. This is not just a railway line, it's a large-scale strategic initiative. To carry out such a massive project within a short time frame, more than 50 subcontractors, over 1,000 pieces of machinery, and 3,000 specialists were involved. The 836-kilometer railway line attracted $2 billion in investments. In this episode, we explore the Dostyk-Moyynty Railway, a project that is set to give a new boost to Kazakhstan's transport system. For centuries, the Kazakh steppe was known as the Golden Bridge between East and West. Caravans once crossed these vast lands, contributing to global trade. With its rich natural resources and strategic geographic location, the region has long been a vital hub of transcontinental exchange. Today, the ancient Silk Road, once a vital artery of commerce and cultural dialogue, is being revived through modern infrastructure. In an era of economic integration, the importance of cross-border trade and transport flows has grown dramatically. Around the world, there are many examples of countries that have driven their economies forward through transit logistics. Kazakhstan is taking the same path, focusing on the transport and logistics sector as one of its key engines of economic growth. Kazakhstan is located at the global crossroads, linking north and south, east and west. This gives our country unique opportunities. That's why the transport and logistics sector must become a powerful driver of our economy. Competition is increasing. We must urgently address a number of key tasks, starting with the successful implementation of major railway projects along the Dostyk-Moyynty, Bakhti-Ayagos and Darbaza-Makhtar-Rao corridors. But for the transport and logistics sector to become a true pillar of the economy, it requires advanced infrastructure and reliable routes. One of the president's top priorities is the Dostyk-Moyynty main line. A second track along this route is nearly complete, stretching 836 kilometers. The project has attracted $2 billion in investment. The railway project will undoubtedly make a significant contribution to the country's economy. Currently, the existing Dostyk-Moyynty line can handle up to 12 pairs of trains per day. With the launch of the second track, capacity will rise to 60 pairs per day. This means a sharp increase in freight volumes from China to Europe, faster logistics, and greater overall trade turnover. In recent years, trade between Kazakhstan and China has grown rapidly. In 2024, the president announced a goal to increase bilateral trade to $100 billion. In line with this, rail freight volumes have nearly doubled, from 17,200,000 tons in 2019 to 32 million tons in 2024, setting a record since rail links with China were established. The second track project on the Dostyk-Moyynty corridor is more than just an infrastructure upgrade. It's a strategic initiative aimed at strengthening Kazakhstan's position as a key transit player in Eurasia, ensuring transport resilience and supporting sustainable economic growth.
Обеспечение транспортной устойчивости и поддержку экономического роста.
Experts call Kazakhstan's large-scale railway construction efforts timely and strategically sound. These projects are not only an economic and trade stimulus, they also play a direct role in ensuring the country's national security. Today, Kazakhstan is emerging as a key transit hub between continents, strengthening partnerships with countries in both the East and West, including in a broader geopolitical context. In recent years, the President has paid particular attention to westward connectivity, especially through the Middle Corridor project. This includes cooperation with the Organization of Turkic States, Azerbaijan and Georgia, with the goal of enhancing the potential of the route. Railways connecting southern Kazakhstan to the Caspian Sea play a vital role here. At the same time, Kazakhstan is adopting a strategic approach by building balanced economic relations with major global players, China, the West, and Turkic nations. It's a kind of hedging strategy, similar to that of Malaysia or Singapore, not aligning with a single power center, but engaging with several on equal terms. In the long term, this becomes a key component of national security.
ықпалдасу арта түсу керек. Сонда ұзақ мерзімді алғанда бұл біздің мемлекеттік қауіпсіздігіміздің де бір ерекше көрсеткіші болады.
Dostyk Station, located in the Zhetysu region, is the largest rail border crossing between Kazakhstan and China. It marks the starting point of the new Dostyk-Moyynty route, a key link in the transcontinental corridor. The neighboring Chinese station Alashankou is directly connected to Dostyk. Trains arrive on the Chinese standard gauge track, 1,435 millimeters, and are then transloaded onto Kazakh broad gauge rail cars, 1,520 millimeters, before continuing their journey westward across the Caspian Sea toward Europe. To handle incoming Chinese trains and ensure efficient cargo transfer, the main tracks were built totaling nearly 6 kilometers in length. In addition, 7.5 kilometers of broad gauge tracks with junctions and sidings were laid. The power infrastructure was fully overhauled. Over 200 track switches were replaced, 290 new signal lights were installed, and 280 kilometers of cable were laid. All construction and modernization work along the corridor is now complete. Previously, up to 12 pairs of trains passed through the Dostyk-Moyynty section each day. Once the second track is operational, that figure will jump to 60 pairs per day. This means not only increased capacity, but also greater load on the border station itself. In response, major upgrades are now underway at Dostyk.
Бүгінгі күні біздің Достық станциясы жаңа микропроцессорлық MPS-KZ microprocessor жүйесіне қосылды.
Dostyk Station is now equipped with a new EMPS-KZ microprocessor-based control system. This allows for full operation from a single computer. Station dispatchers can monitor everything in real time, from train movements to wagon availability. It's a major step forward in operational efficiency and, most importantly, in rail safety.
Әрине, екінші жағынан қозғалыс қауіпсіздігін қамтамасыз жағынан өте үлкен үлесін қосылып жатыр.
Construction of the new railway line began in November 2022, simultaneously along the entire length of the Dostyk-Moyynty corridor. In just 2.5 years, an enormous volume of work has been accomplished. Over 2.5 years, we excavated more than 8.5 million cubic meters of earth, built 92 bridges and 261 culverts. A total of 836 kilometers of railway was laid, 33 stations and sidings were upgraded, and 445 track switches were installed. Over 2 million cubic meters of crushed stone was placed. In addition, the entire route was outfitted with power supply, signaling, centralized control, and safety systems. As part of this project, Kazakhstan's first modern, domestically developed MPC safety system was introduced. To complete this massive undertaking in such a short time, more than 50 contractors, over 1,000 specialized machines, and more than 3,000 personnel were mobilized. The key feature of the Dostyk-Moyynty project is the complete digitalization of operations. The integration of digital technologies and artificial intelligence in logistics is giving a fresh boost to Kazakhstan's entire transport and transit ecosystem.
бұл жерге жасанды интеллектіні және цифровизацияны қоюымыз транспарент.
The integration of AI and digital systems ensures transparency across all processes. It helps minimize human error and reduce corruption risks. Real-time tracking of cargo movement becomes possible, significantly enhancing transport safety. On a broader scale, such initiatives contribute to Kazakhstan's international image, not just as a raw material exporter, but as an innovative logistics hub in the Eurasian region.
Торабы бар, бір Еуразияның хабы ретінде қалыптастыратын бір алғашқы қадамдар деп ойлаймын.
Domestic materials were used in the construction of the railway, and importantly, train operations on the existing line continued without interruption. Despite these challenges, the second track of the Dostyk-Moyynty route is being delivered on schedule.
2023 жылдың маусым айынан бастап біз осы ұлттық жоба.
Since June 2023, we've been involved in implementing the national project, Dostyk-Moyynty. Over the past 2 years, our company has worked on 26 construction sites. 23 of them are now fully completed.
23 құрылыс нысанында толық құрылыс жұмыстары аяқталып, енді қазіргі таңда осы
Work continues on the remaining 3, including this overpass you see here, which is nearing completion. The last 2 sites will also be finished within the next 15 to 20 days.
Осы сияқты тағы да 2 құрылыс нысаны бар. Оны да осы шамамен 15-20 күнде құрылыс жұмыстары толық аяқталады.
Last year, a Kazakh logistics center was opened in the dry port of Xi'an, China. Today, that partnership continues. A new Kazakh-Chinese logistics hub is under construction in Almaty. The first container train from Xi'an has arrived at the new Jetesu Logistics Center in Almaty. This project marks a new milestone in Kazakhstan-China relations. The Jetesu terminal is expected to become the country's largest hub for receiving and dispatching freight from China. Its strategic location and modern infrastructure are closely linked to the Dostyk-Moyynty railway corridor. This major infrastructure project is the result of international cooperation between KTZ subsidiary Kedin Transservice and China's Xi'an Free Trade Port. Located at the intersection of major transport routes, the terminal, with an annual capacity of 115,000 TEUs, will become a strategic hub for cargo consolidation and Kazakhstan's largest import gateway. In the future, we will continue close cooperation with Kazakhstan Railways to strengthen trade and economic ties between Xi'an, Shaanxi Province and Kazakhstan, and between our 2 countries in general. This collaboration will help reduce costs for businesses on both sides and establish a highly efficient international logistics route. The new railway hubs will provide Kazakhstan, China, and 3rd countries with cost-effective and reliable freight solutions. We believe these terminals will strengthen trade ties and deliver real benefits to citizens in both nations. Kazakhstan must aim to be more than just a transit corridor. It must become a strong manufacturing nation that boosts exports and delivers homegrown products to global markets. Experts say that transport and logistics policy should prioritize the shipment of Kazakh-made goods.
Ал енді кері жолда Еуропадан тіпті Қазақстанның тауарлары Қытайға жеткізу бағытында
I believe it's essential to develop reverse routes delivering Kazakh goods to China and even Europe. Trade flows shouldn't be one way. Cargo should move not only from China westward, but also from the West, Central Asia and Kazakhstan toward China. However, these projects do carry risks. Because this is a large-scale infrastructure initiative, it's crucial to clearly define ownership and control. This is a politically sensitive issue. Kazakhstan must not only manage these transit routes, but also clearly define property rights for all facilities along the corridor, whether industrial zones or related enterprises. This will strengthen Kazakhstan's position in global transport networks and ensure stable integration into international supply chains.
шешу қажет деп мен ойлаймын. Бұл Қазақстанның халықаралық жолдар торабына тез интеграциялануына алып келеді.
Kazakhstan continues to take practical steps to enhance its logistics capabilities. One striking example is the new Dostyk-Moyynty railway line, linking the Chinese border with central Kazakhstan. This line provides a fresh impulse for global trade, another modern artery within a vast network. the development and transformation of the transport and logistics sector remain a national priority. As the President noted, raising the sector's contribution to GDP to 9% is no easy task. Yet Kazakhstan is firmly committed to solidifying its role as a key transit hub in Eurasia.